Big number 7, deployment on Sepolia. Number 1, initial setup. So by now you've done some development, you've done some testing and reshaped the DEX aggregator to be the way you want it to be. I've kind of simulated that here. Your developed clone, a little bit of a change, same price chart, same general swap card, but a little bit of change to the UI here. Returning to the instructions, we're going to want to connect our wallet to the Sepolia network. Let's do that. So right up here, find Sepolia. As needed, pause and Google if you need help on that. It's going to be important to not be in a hardhat account. Okay, so once again, we're glad we marked that before. I think I will deploy from my account 8. You're going to have at least a little bit of Sepolia ETH, nowhere near that amount. Let's say that you have these taken care of, okay? And so if needed, update the .env with your Ethereum wallet private key. I'm going to take a pause here and do that myself. Big number 7, deployment on Sepolia. Number 2, deploy contracts. Okay, so hopefully we have our .env updated. I went ahead into my account 8 and followed those steps we discussed earlier and was able to get my private key and paste it in that .env file. And I just wanted to point out one thing with regard to the Chainlink Faucet. If I can go here, I'm going to switch up to the Ethereum mainnet into my account 1, okay? I hold a Chainlink token, this is my point. I have 2, but even with just 1, I have no trouble ever getting Sepolia ETH from the Chainlink Faucet, okay? So again, this is in my actual main Ethereum account. I just have $40 at the moment worth, okay? And that's all I hold in that. This is kind of a developer account. I'm going to go back to the Sepolia network. So again, see that S up there? Points that we are in the right spot. And if you're having any trouble or errors, it's a good idea to clear your Metamask activity tab data. I'll show you. If I click up here on these 3 dots to settings, advanced, clear activity tab data, confirm it, and it's just a good idea to do that, okay? It's time to deploy contracts. Let's copy this, okay? We're running the deploy script, just this time on network Sepolia. Okay, and we're dialed into our project root, make sure of that. And together, let's push enter. Now after the development phase, this process will take a little longer because we are in a real blockchain transaction here. We're deploying real contracts. We've got TK1 deployed. We've got TK2 deployed, okay? Now your addresses are going to be different. Okay, it looks like we are waiting on the aggregator. Okay, we have deployed all of the contracts. We are initializing the liquidity pools and currently approving the tokens. Okay, deployment complete. Congratulations. I'm going to make this kind of normal size again. Oh, that's a little overboard. Okay, terrific. We are fully deployed. We need to update our deployment addresses, okay? Big number 7, deployment on Sepolia. Number 3, update deployment addresses. So let's carefully go through these. Starting with setup.js, okay? So let's just go right for that. Okay, I'm going to copy this TK1 address, pop it right in there. And a nice thing to realize is you're at some point doing this for the last time. This is TK2. I'm paying attention to the direction I'm going from top to bottom. Here's AMM. In this form it'll be AMM1, but it's intuitive. And AMM2. Copy. Paste. Now here, especially because they're not those familiar hard hat addresses, I'm going to look here. C97, C97, BCF, BCF, 4F4, 4F4, 47B, 47B. We're looking good, okay? So to our directions, we just go very slow and steady. Addliquidity.js, okay? Okay, so let's go to setup. I'm going to copy all those right to the edge there. And next we need to go to add liquidity and put those in, okay? Saving. Okay, nice and steady. We've done 2. Now we're headed to check balances, okay? Okay, back to our instructions. Now we're headed to setup check, okay? Setup check. Oh yes, okay. So we'll start with these upper 4. And then we're going to go get that DEX aggregator address. See right there, deploying DEX aggregator. Couple clicks, copy that. Paste, save, okay? So we've done the setup check. Now we are headed to verify deployment. And it's nice to just go that slow. Let's go back to setup check. We'll grab these new addresses. And then to verify deployment. Okay, and I see E3ED2. I'm going to go to the terminal. E3ED2. I'm feeling good about that. Okay, so verify deployment is done. Now we've got 2 more to go. Stick with me here. Contracts, the contractAddresses.js. Okay, and here remember we don't want to lose our export const language there, so I'm just going to go be patient and do this a step at a time. Here's the DEX. Here's AMM2. Here's AMM. TK2. And TK1. Okay. All right, let's see what we have left here. And I saved, just to throw that out there, be saving. SwapCard.js. Okay, let's check that out. That's going to be in components. Ah, yes. Okay. All right, let's get that TK1 address. Copy that. Paste it in. TK2, I'm going to copy that. Paste it in. And finally the DEX aggregator, I'm going to copy that. And paste it in, okay. Okay, and why no AMM addresses in the swap card? It's because it already knows all about the AMMs, and actually it's somewhat abstracted from them because it's going to be looking for the best price. You could almost think of it like booking a flight. You have your starting point, let's call that TK1, your destination is TK2, that's your swap in other words. How you get there, what connection, exactly what airline, doesn't really matter to the aggregator itself. It's looking for the best route, okay? So that's why that is. Big number 7, deployment on Sepolia. Number 4, import TK1 and TK2 into your Metamask or Web3 wallet. I just went up to check balances there. I'm copying TK1 at the moment. I'm going to head over back to Metamask. Let's see. Okay, look at that. It already is reading it off the blockchain. Okay, join me in doing that. Okay, I'm headed back to get token 2. Import, paste that address, TK2, look at that. Okay. Big number 7, deployment on Sepolia. Number 5, deploy the front end using Vercel or a similar provider. Okay. I will just show you briefly my own Vercel account. Okay. So I can see here, I've got a token faucet, an aggregator, a portfolio website, and I have just gone through the steps to have this deployment made, right, and ready. And then I have my, I have my link that it comes with, okay? And then I can add domains to the extent that I want to pay for them. I did go ahead and pay for URDEX, URDEX.app, $20, I think, okay? So I'll leave that to you to do, but that gives an idea about Vercel. It's quite user-friendly, okay? And so with that, we have concluded deployment all the way from cloning URDEX to our front end and whatever development and expansion you wanted to do. And so congratulations for completing that with me. Congratulations on this deployment. Okay, so let's say you want to add liquidity. Let's do that on the Sepolia side here. npx hardhat run scripts add -- network Sepolia. Just realize these can take a while. We're dealing with real blockchain timing here. Waiting for approvals first. Great. AMM1 has approved some allowances, and it has received 1,000 of each token. Great. Now we're approving tokens for AMM2. That need to approve every transaction is really what makes blockchain safe. It's why you can give someone a public address, but you never want to have them see your private key, because that gives full access and the ability to approve, okay? Great, and you see here, I've done this twice, so you may just be seeing 2,000, but in reserve I've got 4 here, so it's just showing that that works, and we've got some great console logging in place here, okay? That is the end of this setup video.